has sweet potatoes, pork and beans, country roads, farm and ranch. Drink a little creek water from the branch. We got pickup trucks, chicken clucks, happy even when we're down on our luck. We got fatback, that's a fact. If you don't know, that's a country rap.
Okay, now that's the Bellamy Brothers there. They are considered the first to do country rap. That song right there, as a matter of fact. Now, when you do some research, though, here and really start breaking this down, I don't really consider, I guess that is country rap, but you got to remember that's from the 80s. Okay, so when we really look these things up, we got Kid Rock that pops up in this category. And if you remember the song Cowboy when it hit, he did blend rock, rap, and country all together. But I don't believe that's still country rap. That would be more like the birth of Billy Rock, kind of. That's how I see this. Now, there's all these different genres. But I believe the first to really come out and be the first country rapper, the one that you would be like, man, now mainstream, you might want to say like Bubba Sparks, maybe, when he hit the song Ugly, and he was that white dude from down south that had that, it was country rap. There's no denying that, okay? But Haystack dropped his first album in 1989, Mac Million. I went to Cats on Brainerd Boulevard in Chattanooga, Tennessee, and bought that album. Phenomenal album. Banger from beginning to end. Just like all his albums are. I'm not going to get on that. But these are what I have compiled here on trying to really pinpoint this. Who is the first? Now, there's others on this list that come up. There's even some like pop country blend that they try to put in that category. But I truly believe that the father of gangster country rap is Haystack. I believe Haystack is the first to really open that door for these artists where they're at now. Now, I'm going to tell you why. Because they're all underground. They're all underground. The only one that has hit it out of that is Jelly Roll. Finish. I didn't know who he was until I bought the Haystack album from start to finish. It was a double disc. It had a DVD, documentary, and the album. One of the best buys I ever got. I really felt like I got my money's worth, and I bought many an album back in the day that I felt, wow, there was 3 songs on this. I just paid $18, $15, whatever for 3 songs. No, I can at least listen to that all the way through from beginning to end. Bangers all the way through. So in that album, I seen there was this white dude that was relatable with Haystack because he's big, overweight, got imperfections, like, and, you know, had the cornrows and everything, and was spitting bars. I'm like, man, who is this dude? I want to hear more of him. Then I started listening to his music too, and he already had somewhat of a catalog started right then. Then I started digging deeper into these people because I really enjoyed them as the artists. So now I want to know more about them as people. I think that's what we all do out of curiosity. That's the point of these things right here. We're curious people and we want more knowledge. So the more I searched, now I loved Jelly Roll's background and story and going through, you know, hardships and, you know, sleeping on a million different couches, all that stuff, right? The truth, really. Over time, people change. Over time, people get money. Over time, other interests may step in. And I believe that this current environment that the country music scene is going through right now, there's a lot of people that have lost sight of where they came from, that aren't hungry anymore, or I'm really feeling a lot of them want to retire. A lot of them want to get some, you know, longevity is really everything. It truly is. So they have digital footprints and they have money coming in, but we don't know nobody's bills. I mean, you might, you may not. You know, you don't know how many thousands, tens of thousands may be owed or keep coming in. We don't know. All we really care about as the listeners is the music, guys. That's the problem. Y'all done lost sight of the music itself. That's why there's so much going on that's oversaturated. Every part of the music industry is oversaturated. That's why they brought in gatekeepers. That's why they brought in A&Rs, because there's too many. It's like a scout, a sports scout that goes out, and there's a million fucking kids playing sports. Some of them are uber talented, some are just okay. Well, those people are there to weed through that to find who's who and where they go. That's what an A&R does. That's what record labels do, is they put people in play that they feel are going to make them money. Now, the industry is supposed to be evil as a whole, right? Don't sign to the industry. You don't want to be in the industry. Okay, so if the industry's evil, then why is the industry so prevalent in everything? Why are they the ones that are pushing these artists out to the forefront? Now, you mean to tell me an artist can't have an opinion and stand on their own things and not be ruined? With social media the way it is, man, it's rough out here. This is a tough game that these people play. This is their livelihood. This is their lives. This is their business. This is how they feed their families. Okay, so take all that into consideration. If somebody came to you and said, hey, we want to blend you into this, but this is the outcome and this is the money, and, you know, your kids are set for life now, a lot of us would not pass. Some of us have passed. Now, I want to touch back on where all this is really coming from, this Ryan Upchurch. If you are not familiar with him, currently I would say he is the foundation of the country rap underground. Okay, now he has such a catalog and leg to stand on. I've been hearing about him for a long time, right? He's been doing this for a very long time now. All these guys, if you pay attention, that are in the country rap music scene, now I can't say all of them because I haven't heard from some of them that I really respect and I want to hear their opinions on this. I might go look for it if they even have one, and the way they are, they probably don't even want to say nothing about it because it doesn't put food on their plate, and they're not going to feed the other people that are taking food off their plate. You follow me here? So the way I see it is, this dude is misunderstood. He's saying, look, you told me you got my back no matter what. No matter what. It's us versus them. Ride or die, right? We're like this. Those same dudes will go behind his back to people that hate him and talk shit about him and hang out with them. Now, if you're truly down like that, maybe they needed to go a step further and just do the and make it like that. But apparently that's not good enough. That's not good enough. Just these that come out of their mouths now isn't good enough. You know why? These people write words for a living. They lie for a living. Now, I'm not pointing fingers and saying that people that write music are liars, because they're writing and you can write anything you want. Okay, fantasy's fantasy and reality is reality. Period. When you go into music, it's to take you from your reality or to heighten your reality and make it that much better. That's their job, is to entertain. Okay? If you have somebody that is real and concrete and has a fan base, a huge, giant fan base, that's almost like a gatekeeper in a way. It's almost like, for instance, Ryan Upchurch has a fan base that will pull up to his shows, that will follow him around, that will go places, will go him and interact with him, and he interacts with them. Not to mention, these are the type fans that if somebody says something, they match his character, so they're going to go all in on it. He represents that southern demographic of like hardworking people that have been disrespected because they don't line up with everyone's ideologies or things like that. They call people from the South hillbillies and redneck. They make fun of them, and like, for instance, look at The Simpsons, Cletus. I mean, there's just so many. It's okay for them to make fun of those people, right, in society, but when somebody stands up for them, then they're wrong because they don't align with their ideologies. Well, that's the beautiful thing about America, people. That's the beautiful thing about America, is that you can literally believe whatever you want. You can go outside and you can say whatever you want because you have freedom of speech and freedom of expression. Okay? Never lose sight of that. And that's something that man practices. And I really appreciate that and like that. That's why I'm an advocate for him right now, because I feel he's on the right path. And he's really doing what he needs to do in his genre, because those guys, the way they're acting like that really is his genre. As in, they need him for whatever purpose. Listen to these videos. Go watch all these. There's one with Adam Calhoun, and I am not a fan. Anybody that knows me knows I am not a fan of Tom MacDonald or Adam Calhoun. I can't take nothing away from their lyrical prowess, the skills they have, or talent, or whatever. I cannot take from that. But as character and as the people they are, the smoke and mirrors that they pull on all you guys, that I see through. So I'm not fooled by them. Tom MacDonald could take the citizens test to become a real U.S. citizen, since he's so American, right? Since he's so American, he could quit taking his little tax break from Canada and employing all his family that are all Canadians too, that are getting this tax break, and just not be U.S. citizens and just live here and live off our shit. Okay, cool, real cool. You're a real patriot, Tom MacDonald. I'm not going to get started on that douchebag. Okay, so his little buddy, Adam Calhoun's kind of like their muscle in a way. But if you see this video where he's like on a plane or something, and he's talking to Upchurch, and he's like, you said you got dirt on all of us, and he's like pondering, and he's taking his time, and he's like, that's not hard to do. We were all bad men, and blah, blah. He's basically looking at the camera saying, well, I know you got shit on me, and you know, there's nothing I can do. These guys aren't even like, we're past the point of where they can just rub you all the way out. He's to a point where they can't rub him out. They can't make him disappear. They can't make him go away, and they can't make him do what they want him to do to align with them to make this big jump in 2025. That's what this is truly about. Now, if he goes and aligns with them and signs with them, I'm done with the whole country rap scene. And I have so many friends and so many family members and all that don't really like the genre. They like a different genre. And I have friends that like just country music and don't like rock. I have friends that like just metal. I have friends that like straight death metal, the shit that like you can't understand the lyrics. They can, because they listen to it all the time. To each their own. I'm not bashing nobody's music, but I have so many different friends that listen to so many different genres, to where I listen to all that different music being around them over all the years. And then myself, I always listen to new music. Ryan Upchurch is an amazing artist. Go listen to some of his music. Go subscribe to his YouTube channel and mine along with it while you're at it. That's where I'm going with this. It's time for everyone to acknowledge where things come from. I really like history, so why not be truthful in history? Haystack is the first country rap artist underground that had a following, a movement, CWB, all that. That's who I attribute. That's my opinion. Chat, if you would, tell me who you think the very first country music rapper was, or whatever. Just tell me who you think the first country music rapper is. Is it the Bellamy brothers here? Because on record, these are the first. You know what I might do? I might remix their song. That'll really piss everybody. I'm just messing with you. Remember something, first and foremost, before we go any further. We are all human beings on planet Earth. There is only one race, the human race. Never lose sight of that. Never get trapped into ideologies and stuff like that. Don't let someone else's opinion rule your world. Don't let someone else, the way they think you should live, live the way you want to live, but make sure it's productive, pro-social, and healthy. Make sure it's healthy for yourself. I currently live here in Hawaii on the beach. Great air quality. The trees behind me, you see that green? Those trees indicate how good the air quality is. The greener and yellower they are, the better they are. I can write, I can think, and I can make these videos. But that's all gonna stop because I'm coming back to the mainland. Now, we're altering our course here. I wasn't even going to share this with everyone. We were going to Alaska. I wanted to go see my half-sister and spend some time there. Star Nation Network, and the way our numbers are moving and the way you guys are watching us and We know now there's a purpose beyond this for us. Just to live and die, there's a bigger purpose here. And that purpose for Star Nation Network is to bring content to you and to open your eyes up to things like this. How many of you have ever even heard of the Bellamy Brothers? I haven't. Now you have. Or maybe you did already, and you might know something. Drop it in the link. We're looking for knowledge. We're looking for information here. We're looking to learn and grow and maybe get something good out of it all at the same time. All together, Star Nation Network. That's what we're about. So leave it in the chat what you think. Who is the first country music rapper? And furthermore, who do you think is the greatest country music rapper? Don't even ask me. You already know what I'm going to say. All right, well, this has been Cup of Joe with Poe. Yeah, it's nice out. What a beautiful, beautiful December day. I hope you enjoy yours too. Till next time.